So, is Smalls the best cat food on the market? If you want your cat to enjoy human-grade cat food delivery that's delivered right to your door, then it might be worth trying out. My kitten Felix is a really picky eater, but after a while, he got to really enjoy Smalls. Although he likes some flavors more than others, so I wondered, what does Smalls do differently to make food that cats find irresistible? And what does human-grade cat food mean? So in this review video, we'll be looking into Smalls, how it's made and what goes into it, how their cat food delivery service works, and how much it costs to help you decide if this is the best cat food for you and your cat or not. So I'll tell you all about what Felix and I like about Smalls, and the reasons why I think it might just be the best cat food for kittens out there. But do note that because it comes frozen and contains no preservatives, you can only get Smalls delivered to you in America. So I hope you find this review interesting and helpful. If you do, please show your appreciation by liking this video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already to see more of my honest reviews. And if you end up as impressed as me and Felix were, and you want to get a sample pack of Smalls cat food for your cat, I've left a lot of helpful information below in the description. And just to be upfront, I review brands that I appreciate for whatever reason, and I share what I know about them in the hopes that this will help you choose what's right for you and your family. Now, if at any point you decide that you want to try Smalls, I do get a bit of a kickback if you use the link that's down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, and you even get a bit of a discount, which you wouldn't get if you went directly to their website, so we both win. So who makes this cat food? Well, Smalls is a pet food company that makes food exclusively for cats. And their aim is to make high quality food formulated by vets for kittens and cats that humans could literally eat if they wanted to, because they use the same standards as humans do for the foods that you eat. So they decided to take on the big players in the cat food industry by making fresh, healthy cat food. There aren't any fillers or preservatives. They only use high quality ingredients. And even though it's probably a bit more expensive than traditional store-bought cat food, they're able to keep the cost relatively low because they sell direct to consumers online. So there are no store markups or anything like that. And they basically designed it to be jam-packed with protein, full of moisture, preservative-free, and processed as little as possible. Plus, all their cat food is made according to the nutritional guidelines suggested by AAFCO, or the Association of American Feed Control Officials. Their production plant is even certified by the United States Department of Agriculture. And to drive the point home, according to Smalls, all they do is chop, mix, and gently cook their food before freezing it to ensure freshness. Then they ship it to cat owners all around America. And if you're anything like me, you might have wondered what goes into your pet's food. And Smalls is crystal clear, and they tell you exactly what they use. All their cat food has at least 80% animal protein, which comes from only USDA certified cuts of meat sourced right in the United States. Then they add vitamins, nutrients, and minerals that are essential in a cat's diet. And you can read the whole list on their website and what they do for your cat. They also add a small amount of herbs and vegetables like kale, pumpkin, spinach, parsley, and dandelion greens, not because cats have to eat greens, but because they have nutrients and fiber that are really good for your cat. And finally, Smalls food has a bunch of fatty acids from things like sunflower and cod liver oils because they have a ton of health benefits for cats, like giving their immune system a really big boost, giving them healthier skin and hair, and less joint pain. Also, cats get most of their water intake from their food, so Smalls has a lot of moisture to keep your pet hydrated. But I think that the thing that really sets Smalls apart is the garbage that they don't add. Most commercial cat food is made by, and I only found this out in my research for this review, a process called extrusion, where all the ingredients are completely modified. And then they usually add artificial nutrients, flavors, fillers, and colorings. But in Smalls, they don't add any carbs or any cheap fillers. There are no artificial flavors, and equally as important, no preservatives in Smalls. Their food is formulated by a veterinary nutritionist and comes in 3 textures and 4 flavors, and each kind has a full ingredient list. In the fresh frozen variety, bird is a chicken recipe made with chicken breast, thigh, liver, and heart. Other bird is the turkey flavor made from turkey thigh and chicken liver. Cow is the beef flavor made from lean ground beef, liver, and heart. And you can get any of them in either smooth or ground textures, except for smooth fish, which you can only get in the form of a paste made from salmon and cod. And they also have a raw freeze-dried food that can be rehydrated, mixed with fresh food, or eaten as a treat between their meals if your cat likes crunchy foods. Freeze-dried other bird had turkey muscle meat, organs, raw goat's milk, and freeze-dried fish made from white fish, sweet potatoes, peas, and pea protein. There's also a chicken and a water bird flavor that's made with duck, so you can introduce some variety into your cat's diet and mix things up a bit for them. And just to reiterate, if you decide that you want to try Smalls out, I do earn a bit of money, which helps this channel out a lot if you use the link that's down in the description. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, because if you use it, you'll get a bit of a discount, which you won't find directly on Smalls' website. So how does it work to order from Smalls? Well, you start by taking a quiz on the Smalls website where you answer the questions about your cat's age, the diet that they're on now, and their health. Smalls doesn't give you the option of customizing a plan for your first order. Instead, they have you try out their sampler pack with all 7 kinds so you can add and test them all out to see which kind your cat likes best. You can change your monthly subscription based on what your cat likes, and the meals are shipped to you every 4 weeks. It's delivered frozen in a silver bubble-wrapped bag, and then you need to store the frozen food in your freezer. But the freeze-dried raw food comes in a resealable Ziploc bag that can be kept on your pantry shelves. And serving the food to your cat means a little bit of planning ahead, because the fresh frozen food needs to be defrosted first. The price of the starter sampler pack of 10 fresh food packs and 1 packet of free treats is $40, but I paid $32 after the 20% discount, and shipping was free for the starter pack as well. And then you can cancel your subscription or change it going forward. And if your cat doesn't like any of the food in the sampler, you can request a refund. As long as you do it within 30 days, you'll be fully refunded for the sampler. If you do nothing, they'll keep sending you monthly boxes of frozen food, but as I said, you can change your monthly order on their website. So the price is going to depend on how much food you order, but to give you a rough estimate, you can expect to pay $4 per 5-ounce serving, which lasts 1 or 2 days depending on your cat's appetite. Shipping is another $10. So how did Felix like his new food? I've had 2 monthly deliveries since we tried the sample, and he seems to really enjoy it. Although it did take him a little while to get used to it. He didn't like the freeze-dried raw food, so we just stuck with the fresh frozen food. And I have to say, it did smell a little bit weird to me at first, but that's just because we're used to the over-processed stuff that we used to feed him, and it wasn't such a big deal. We got used to it pretty fast. And before we tried Smalls, Felix used to throw up sometimes, and other times you could see in his litter box that his stomach was upset. But now he never throws up his food, and the smell of his litter is so much cleaner and better. And his breath also smells fresher now, which is also really nice. And I've noticed that he really seems to like the beef and turkey more than the chicken, but his all-time favorite is the fish paste. He wolfs it down. And after more than 2 months of eating Smalls, I can definitely say that his fur is noticeably shinier, and it seems like he sheds a lot less as well. I may be imagining this, but he seems to have a lot more energy and is a lot more playful, and those are all really good signs. So how does cat food from Smalls compare to other brands? Well, I've only tried one other similar brand called Cat Person, which is also a delivery service, although not a subscription like Smalls. And 1 pack of Smalls is equivalent to 2 cans of Cat Person in terms of caloric value, so the lower price for Cat Person does make sense. Now, I did find Smalls packaging more sustainable because it's completely recyclable, and I like the fact that their meal plans are personalized according to your cat. But on the whole, it's the better ingredients in Smalls that make them stand out. So what's my conclusion on Smalls cat food? I do for sure think that Smalls is the best food for kittens and cats. It does cost a bit more than other commercial brands of cat food, but that's because it has human-grade ingredients and is formulated to keep your cat healthy in the most natural way possible. And best of all, it gets delivered to your door every month, so you never have to worry about running out of cat food or having to go out to the store for more. Mostly because my cat loves it so much, he starts purring whenever I go near the fridge, so I give Smalls my vote as the best cat food in 2024. Okay, so that's all for this review. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this. And as I mentioned earlier, if you do decide that you want to give Smalls a try, I get a small kickback if you use the affiliate link down in the description. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get a bit of a discount, which you won't find directly on their website. So once again, it's a win-win. And as always, I enjoy hearing your thoughts, and I'll try to get back to any questions or comments you leave down below as fast as I can. And finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.